What's up, guys? So today's news includes Tyson Fury's victory over Francis Ngannou, although some believe the fight might have been rigged.
Winner by split decision, still undefeated from the United Kingdom.
Actor Bolanle Ninalowo'S clarifying his divorce situation and denying records of infidelity or domestic violence.
In the past 5, 6 years, 7 years, have you heard of infidelity about me?
Never.
Have you heard of domestic?
Never.
MOHBAD'S father expressing concerns and shedding light on his son's life and relationship with Wunmi, the wife, while questioning the non-functional CCTV footage. And MOHBAD'S mom's sister directly challenging Wunmi, MOHBAD'S wife.
Wunmi, she offers of me.
And also Marley's sister SUBOMI opposing her brother's prolonged detention. Justina's elder brother speaking out about the tragic incident.
The only daughter of the family, so it's a hard one on us, but God help us.
Okay, so how is your mom taking the...
And the boat's driver, KELECHI, who's voluntarily turning himself in to the police in Rivers State regarding the disappearance of one Miss Elizabeth. Now, these stories cover a wide range of topics from sports and entertainment to legal issues and personal struggles. Let's get right into it. It was clear that Francis Ngannou had to secure a knockout. There was no chance the judges would grant him a decision victory. Considering it was his debut, he delivered, a truly remarkable performance. I'm going to say this, even though Tyson Fury won by split decision, Francis Ngannou, is, for me, right, the first MMA fighter, to genuinely pose a threat to a professional boxer. I knew if it's not a knockout, they're not going to give it to him. So you can say it was rigged, but I think these people did that intentionally. Well, next one here, and by the way, I would like to hear your opinion on that. Have you watched the fight? What do you think about it? Here we have actor Bolanle Ninalowo. He clarifies during an interview on Your View that there is no record of infidelity or domestic violence in his recent divorce. He states that he walked away from his marriage. Now, his statements have generated various comments, including some criticizing his attitude. One commenter mentions that he appears to be acting as if he did the woman a favor and implies that she must have gone through a lot. Another commenter expresses respect for Jamaica, who allegedly own up to his mistakes and move on. Others sense pride in Ninalowo'S words and suggest that he may not have foreseen the divorce coming. Some describe him as sounding arrogant and possibly a narcissist.
You're all ladies, and you're journalists. And I know you guys are everywhere in the blogs and everything. In the past 5, 6 years, 7 years, have you heard of infidelity about me?
Never.
Have you heard of domestic?
Never.
That answers your question. And if you have a woman, any kind of woman in today's world, where people must be heard, a woman as beautiful that you saw, that I celebrated. First of all, none of you guys knew that woman until I brought her out to celebrate her.
Yeah.
Everything you celebrate today is of me celebrating a woman.
Yeah.
She is not a star. She became a star through me.
Through your love.
Through my love.
Yeah.
So get that fact very clear.
Okay.
When I meet another woman tomorrow and I fall in love, I would do exactly the same thing. I am a lover.
When you wrote your post about the breakup, it was an emotional post. It wasn't a post of respect our privacy, this is over. You wrote, like, I've done my best for you to know how. Yes,
Follow you. Yes, sir.
I will quote you.
Hey.
You said, God.
I have goosebumps.
You see, you asked God to reward you if you've done good and if you've done bad. Right. So for me, it was deep. Even me, it was deep.
Yes.
So when you say you're healing, I want to understand what that journey has been.
Healing, for me, began when I realized and discovered that there was a name for something I was experiencing for years.
Okay.
And when I realized the name and I started educating myself, I began to heal. The next woman that I get involved with will love me. Why? Because I love me.
In looking around and trying to make a choice, how is it for you? Because for me, I feel like you'll be distracted by, so many people.
I will not be looking. Let me tell you something. I don't know what kind of people you meet. I'm a very special kind of person.
Wow.
I'm anointed. I'm graceful. I'm very spiritual.
Sorry again. It's hard for a woman to have a man like you and walk away. And the reason why I say that, because you're good looking, you're successful, you're a celebrity. Because for a woman to just say, you know what, I'm walking away from this.
I think you should ask, did he walk away or did he walk away?
I'm just, either way. Because she was just equally hot.
How do you know?
Okay.
Well,
She's assuming, especially since they look alike.
I mean, not telephone, what do you call it again?
Your phone.
My phone.
Have you seen anything from her?
What I'm saying, the point I'm trying to make is that for both of you to walk away from each other, that thing must be really, really sensitive. So I'm asking,
what makes you think we walked away from each other? I walked away.
You walked away?
Yes.
Several months ago, by the way, Bolanle Ninalowo opened up about his past infidelity and how it nearly destroyed his marriage. Bolanle denied this, even though there's a video for it. I don't know. Now, he shared this revelation during an interview with CHUDE, right? Now, he said it was more like a process that required him to go back to basics. He even emphasized that many people fail in a relationship because they jump from one thing to another without addressing the issues. Is it that Bolanle Ninalowo refused to address the issues?
I needed to take time back to see what I had done to her. The years when I was feeling like I was still young and cheating all day, breaking her heart and everything, to the years where, okay, I wasn't there and just pursuing my dreams. But I forgot that this was a human being that was taking records.
Yeah.
And taking experiences of her life as well. So I became somebody that she didn't recognize anymore at some point, and I couldn't even call her to pick up the phone. And the same woman I had so much control over, I had no control over anymore.
The next one here is about actor J-Mike. Actor J-Mike opened up about how delayed and grief affected his marriage, ultimately leading to its downfall. He shared that the loss of his mother had a profound impact on him because they were very close. J-Mike explained that he initially tried to suppress his grief, as African culture often expects men to hide their feelings or emotions to avoid appearing weak. Consequently, he didn't properly process his grief, which led to problems in his marriage. He mentioned that his ex-wife made efforts to support him during this time, but expected him to reciprocate the love, which he struggled to do. J-Mike expressed, his belief in getting married again and enjoying marriage now that he has grown wiser and more successful. He emphasized that anyone entering his life in the future must do so on his own terms.
Are you currently dating someone? Are you married? Like, what? Because for so long, your personal life was always in the news, Jim, and now it's been like we're grasping for
straws.
Tell us
what's going on.
We have been starved, so we want to know: is there a wife?
Isn't that what makes this really incredible?
Dude, but this is tea talk, and this is the first time we're ever speaking together.
Even if it's
so
coffee,
give me
the truth.
I like that.
The truth is the truth.
Okay, so tell me. I want to know.
My social media space tells the entirety of who I am.
Okay, but I want to know if you will have a wife for her, if you have kids.
But I am divorced. Everybody knows that. I got into a marriage with an amazing person.
Okay.
I mean, she was Caucasian. She is Caucasian, and then we it was love. It was totally love. You know, we came to understand each other. Russians are a different way. They're really ethnic. They're really traditional. So there are certain values my African descent could connect with. But again, there are certain things I'm telling you that as a biracial relationship comes with so many, parts, so many, tendencies that if you cannot take inventory of everything as it unravels, marriage is the singular entity that will bring out the best or the worst in you. The emotions you're capable of in a marriage, spending time with someone that you didn't think you're capable of.
Yes.
Okay? It will bring out the worst in you and the best in you. It is the people that surmounted that managed those two ends that survived. The ones that couldn't. I was dealing with two parallels that I could not contain. I just lost my mom. You know my relationship with her more than any other person. So that wasn't my mom. That's my best friend.
That's right.
And so I was in a place where I didn't know how to navigate the emotions this woman was giving me. I just needed somebody. She didn't need me that way. She needed me. She needed to love me and I would love her back. And I couldn't reciprocate. I turned all my attention on our child. And she didn't know how to deal with it. It's a difficult thing for a woman to be jealous of her child. It's a difficult thing. So I'm not sitting here and saying that it's entirely my fault. But then I was also a child of circumstances. I was dealing with two parallels that I didn't know how to merge them. Okay? I didn't grieve properly. I was like the second head of a family. My father had fallen apart emotionally. I had only sisters. And that's the thing that, people don't understand the gift they have when they call certain people brothers.
In a continuation of the interview with Mohbad's father, I call this part 2. He continues to express his concerns and shed more light on his son's life and relationship with Wunmi. He raises questions, about the CCTV not functioning on the day of the incident and suggests that it should be examined to determine what happened. He also shares his confusion about Wunmi throwing a white cloth on Mohbad's coffin and the symbolic meaning behind it, which indicates covering up secrets. The father, discusses his observations regarding how Mohbad handled his money, including transferring it to Wunmi's family, and is worried that his son wasn't, making wise investments. He mentions attempting to discuss this concern with Wunmi's father, but it was being blocked in the process. He also highlights Wunmi's alleged control over Mohbad's relationships, ensuring that he distanced himself from those who didn't submit to her. And regarding reports of receiving money from Obi Kubana, Mohbad's father challenges these claims and suggests that the police should investigate his bank account and BVN for verification. He emphasizes, his deep love for Mohbad and their close bond, and he reveals that Mohbad had confided in him that Marley had seized all his royalties. Now, Mohbad's mom's sister has directly challenged Wunmi, Mohbad's wife, raising serious questions about the circumstances surrounding Mohbad's death. She said, "Wunmi, do you intend to claim that Mohbad's father is making false accusations against you? When I visited your house after Mohbad's passing, I observed numerous clothes soaked in blood. This was incredibly shocking to me, and I couldn't help but inquire why there was so much blood on these clothes. I didn't need to ask, questions or any questions. If you are aware of the circumstances surrounding Mohbad's death, you will not escape unpunished. God will utilize the blood relationship between Mohbad and me to hold you accountable. I have many things I wish to express, but I'm holding back for now. You won't elude the consequences."
Wunmi, ṣé o fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá Mohbad sọ nípa ẹ̀ irọ́ ni? Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ìgbà tá wá síbẹ̀ yẹn náà mo rí àwọn aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ àǹtí mi pé báwo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó báyìí? O mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni tó bí ẹni rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn òpè òkè kò tí ì yá ipe bóyá à ń wèwé o náà sọ pé lọ́wọ́. Wunmi, ṣé ìtọ́wò ẹ̀ bá wà nínú Mohbad ò ní lọ scot free o? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọlá ìjẹ̀ tó rọrùn láre mi àti Mohbad òun lọ́lọ́run máa bá mi fi jẹ́ ó jẹ́ ká lù ìsọmọ yìí tó mi ti sọ pé wọ́n ló pa o mi sọ pé ti Ramnaya àti Amali ò náwó ń bẹ̀ àmọ́ tí kúlé ò bá pa ní tòde ò lè pa ni ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú mi tí mo fẹ́ sọ mo kọ̀ dákẹ́ ni mo ń wò àtàwọn olórí burúkú tẹ́jọ kóra yín jọ tẹ́jọ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tẹ́jọ ṣe bó ṣe wù yé mi kàn wò yín ni o bí mo bá ti ṣe dùn èmi ó yàtọ̀ sí bó ṣe dùn everybody ó yàtọ̀ sí bó ṣe dùn ẹlòmíì mo kọ̀ dákẹ́ mo ń wò ni torí pé ó ń kàn mí nínú Wunmi tọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bá wà nínú ikú Mohbad ò ní lọ láì jìyà o bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo sọ fún ẹ tó bá yẹ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan náà ló wà lára èmi àti Mohbad
Didn't stop there. Tonto DIKE, who has been advocating for justice for the late singer Mohbad, expressed a frustration with Mohbad's father for recent comments he made. Mohbad's father disclosed that his daughter-in-law was unfaithful to his son. Tonto DIKE points out the importance of taking such information to the proper authorities rather than sharing it online. She questioned why Mohbad's father wouldn't report these claims to the relevant authorities to have them verified. She also highlighted that she and others are dedicating their resources and efforts to fight for justice for Mohbad, and his father's comments are undermining their efforts. Tonto DIKE expressed a desire to see the matter resolved fairly. Now, this whole thing is really clumsy, honestly, at this point. In fact, Marley's sister, SUBOMI, expressed her opposition to her brother's prolonged detention in a post shared on her Instagram stories. She noted that her brother willingly returned to the country and found it unreasonable to keep him in detention for nearly 30 days simply to appease social media and internet demands. SUBOMI demanded the release of her brother, Marley, and remember, Marley had been taken into custody on October 3rd in connection with the death of Mohbad. SUBOMI's message reflects her concern about his ongoing detention and the impact it's having on her family. Next one is about Justina. Justina's elder brother, the 20-year-old UNIPORT student killed by her boyfriend, speaks out.
She was a nice, lovely sister. We became very close just before hearing this news. So she'll be forever remembered. She was very lovely, very nice. The only daughter of the family. So it's a hard one on us, but God help us.
Okay, so how's your mom taking this? Has she been informed?
Yeah, she was informed this morning, but she's doing fine. She's doing fine.
How many of you are in the house? What's her position in the house? Is she the first daughter? Is she
She's the fourth child.
fourth child?
Yes.
How old is she?
21.
21. Thank you so much.
My name is Osat Awajo 20. I'm also a UNIPORT student in mechanical engineering 500 level.
Okay. So would I hear from the family of late Justina? Police discovered.
In fact, a male Facebook user named Kosiwugo made a disturbing statement on social media expressing his pleasure or happiness when fraudsters like Yahoo boys killed their girlfriends. He mentioned feeling an unexplainable joy, and he even suggested wanting to thank these individuals for their actions. This statement is extremely insensitive and inhumane as it glorifies violence. But what do you think, guys? I might be wrong. It is important to note that this guy Kosi Ugo later apologized for his statement. Now, the next one. Boat driver KELECHI has voluntarily turned himself in to the police in Rivers State following the disappearance of Wunmi's Elizabeth Edukumo, something like that. Elizabeth went missing on October 9, 2023 after Uzo dropped her off at Harmony Estate in Obiakpo local government area of the state. Her family sought information about her on Facebook, stating that she left her aunt's place at Harmony Estate to return home but never arrived. Her last known location was at Harmony Estate and her phone became unreachable and switched off. Uzo, accompanied by human rights activist Prince Wiro, visited the Okoro police station and denied any involvement in the lady's disappearance. He stated that he had provided a ride to Elizabeth on October 9th, taking her to Harmony Estate. According to Uzo, he followed security procedures when entering and leaving the estate and was checked on both occasions. After the drop-off, he received calls from individuals inquiring about the lady's whereabouts. Now, Uzo explained that he had only provided transportation and was not privy to her conversations. He emphasized that he decided to contact the police due to persistent calls and threats from the missing woman's family, and he wanted to prove his innocence. What do you think? Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Guys, like this video, subscribe for more videos. Until we see you next time. Peace.